From the studios of Cromwell Middle School to Connecticut, America, planet Earth, and the Milky Way, this is CMS Student News.
Good morning, CMS. I'm Karsten. Our top story. 8th grade students Richie Cordero, Anastasia Korzoff, and Ian McMillan will represent Cromwell Middle School at the Northern Region Middle School Music Festival. We spoke to these students about this great honor.
What's your experience auditioning for the band?
So you go to a middle school in West Hartford, and then in that middle school is like kids from Cromwell along with like a bunch of kids with many different schools, and when your section is called, you get weighted in a line with other kids that play your type of instrument, and then once your name gets selected, because like they choose one kid and then they play what they have to do, and it took so long, to be honest, and then so they chose my name, and then I went in there, and then there's like this small classroom with the judges staring at me, and then they told me to play a certain scale that they chose for me, and after you play that, you have to play your piece. You could choose from either easy to difficult. I chose like the difficult one, and after that you have to sight read, and you'd be done after that.
This past Monday, the Cromwell Middle School took another trip to ski Mount Southington. The weather was mild and the slopes were slushy. We spoke to some of the members of the club. Check it out. Your boy, your host, Luke Solomon.
So Layla, tell us about Ski Club.
Ski Club is really fun because you get to go skiing with your friends and take lessons. And it's for a whole 2 hours to 3 hours. And we go to Mount Southington, and it's a pretty good mountain with a lot of trails.
In other news, Mr. Lekowitz's and Mrs. Ide's 6th grade science students recently conducted an experiment on chemical reactions. CMS Student News was there to check out to see some of the experiments. Let's take a look.
Mr. Lekowitz, tell us about this experiment. What is happening?
All right. Well, so we're investigating chemical changes and physical changes, and so this is going to be a chemical change. We're mixing hydrogen peroxide and yeast, and I don't want to tell too much of what's happening, but it is going to be a chemical reaction, and the students are looking for signs of chemical reactions or / chemical changes, and hopefully something cool will happen.
Thank you. Asking her, did you enjoy this experiment?
Yeah, it was really fun. We got to do some cool things, and we could see the temperature definitely rise after you had the yeast, and it kind of bubbled up and like foamed, and it was really cool.
Thank you. Back to the studio.
In the news segment, we have members from CMS Tech Club share some helpful Chromebook hacks. Today, we hear from 7th grader Mihir Patel, who has some helpful Chromebook shortcuts. Check it out.
Hey, I'm here from CMS Tech Club, and I'm going to be showing you some Chromebook shortcuts. So the first shortcut I want to show you is how to use invert colors. To do invert colors, you have to do Control, and then the search button, and then H. And then you get the opposite of what the color is on your screen. The other shortcut you can use is how to take better screenshots. To do that, you have to do Control, Shift, and then this toggle button. And then you have the ability to get whatever you want. See, I just wanted that. Pops up right here. And you can copy to clipboard and you just paste it wherever you want. Oh, and then my last one, if you want to sign out of your Chromebook, you press Control, Search, QQ.
Got it.
If you have 2 Chromebooks, you can take one of the Chromebooks and put your Chromebook on top, and it just turns off. Which is a pretty cool hack, which can save you a lot of time. This is me here from CMS Tech Club with Chromebook shortcuts, and see you around.
On Sunday, the NFL had their conference championship games. We now know the matchup for Super Bowl 52. The game will take place in US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Super Bowl will feature the New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Tom Brady and the Patriots will be going for their 6th Super Bowl, while the Eagles will be hoping to win their first ever.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Thank you, CMS Show. Come on and have a pleasant Friday.